Welcome back to Bet with the Boys.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome back, guys. Friday, April the 14th. We got best bets in the MLB and NBA today.
That we do.
Yeah, three bets. Yesterday had a all right day. You would think by the record of 1-1, it was just even, but it was not. We actually hit that plus 225 for the Pirates. Big game. So we gained 2.25 units in the MLB, and
Yep.
it got back to over 500 for the year in units.
Yeah, it
Yep.
was just,
And we have a visual for y'all right here.
yep. Finally back to where we want to be. That's baseball only. We're still trying to extend on the record, too, hit more picks. But yesterday, that is a pick you're probably going to lose more than you hit. There was just no way that they should have been plus 225. Like I said, they should have been about plus 170. No value at all.
I couldn't find one reason yesterday why the Pirates were not favored.
Well, I mean, I get why they weren't favored. They've had a terrible record against the Cardinals, but there was no value on the Cardinals. And I mean, plus 225, I don't get it. But, anyways, like I said, you're not going to win that bet most of the time, but long term, it will be profitable.
Yeah, I think they overcompensated for O'Neal Cruz being out as well, so that played in our favor also.
Yep.
Like and subscribe. We are on the road to 1,700 subscribers. Kind of been going backwards here in the last day. But
Yeah, we lost them yesterday, even though we gained units. They must not like money. This video is getting out a little bit late. We did get off last night around like 4:30, but we still got a couple hours till the bets come on, so let's get into it.
all right,
Yes,
first
absolutely.
one of the day. We're taking the Rays team total runs under 4.5. Plus 105 odds on DraftKings, 7-10 game. They are playing against the Blue Jays. The total in this game is set at 9. So what that kind of tells me here is Rays team total over under is set at 4.5. Blue Jays would also be set at 4.5. It's going to be a tight game, so we didn't want to take the either team on their spread or their money line, and we found this gem right here.
It's called line reading, guys. I read this book front to back, and I came up with the under. Barrios is pitching. He is a much better pitcher at home than on the road. He has an 11 ERA. The Rays have scored 3 straight games over this total. I think they had 9, 9, and 11, something like that. Wasn't it, Jake?
It was 9-9, like 1-11-9. Like they've been killing it all year.
Yeah, so I think this total should be set at 5.5. It's not. And with Barrios with an 11 ERA, I think he's actually set up for a great game today, guys. Honestly, I have a lean that the Blue Jays are going to win. I know I've been on that once or twice already, but the official picks the team total under. I think that's the best value here. It is a low-scoring game, in my opinion, and the Rays could still win and keep this under 4.5. So I think this is the best way to play it.
Yeah, and the Rays are trying to be the first team since 1886 to go 14-0 to start a season. So, like you said, they might lose today, but definitely a low-scoring game for them. And we're kind of reading the line and also betting on over 120 years of history.
Yes, and that is BC.
140 years. Yeah. 1986 BC or 1886 BC.
Yeah.
All right, next pick, we got the Marlins minus 1.5 versus the Diamondbacks. This is kind of our underdog of the day, plus 138 on Barstool, 6:40 p.m. game.
Yeah, another little bit of a long shot, but I think it's the right side of this. Everybody's on the Diamondbacks. They got a better record than the Marlins. They got a winning record, actually, this year, the Diamondbacks. So, round of applause for them. Because that never happens. But, yeah, we're taking Marlins minus 1.5 today. The money actually lines up good on this. Steam, it came down. It started as like plus 160, I think it was. And now it's come down to plus 138 is obviously the best, but the other books have it at around plus 125. So if you don't have Barstool, you got to settle for that. But I still think that the Marlins can get this done today, guys.
Yeah, I agree. Going up against Madison Bumgarner, he was a beast at San Francisco, if you remember, but last season was not great. And this season, off to another rough start pitching for the Diamondbacks. It's another we'll tip
You
it.
you can also take a look at the first 5 on this game and check out the spread. I think there is some value there, but ultimately we decided to go with the Marlins for the full game -1.5. We were taking a look at the team total too. They got the team total for the Marlins up there a little bit, so I think they're due for a good game today.
Yeah, I agree.
They're due for it.
And then moving on to the association, guys, the last batch of playing games are tonight, and we're going with a over for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, over 32.5 total points, -122 on FanDuel, 9:30 p.m. game.
Why'd y'all make the text so small?
I don't know.
It has nothing to do with us. It is everything to do with the Gilgeous-Alexander being such a long name that it can't really fit on the screen.
That's fine. All right. So, anyways, bring out your magnifying glasses, guys, and see if you can read this. But we're reading this line as well. Last game, his points were set at 32.5. We know because we look at everything. We take screenshots of all the props and stuff. But SGA was 32.5. He landed on the hook right under that at 32. He had a career low free throw attempts. I don't know if it was career low or not, but it was really bad. He usually gets to the line a lot. In the first half, he only had a couple points, and then he came out in the second half and went crazy. So they moved his points up to 33.5 after landing on 32. We're still getting over 32.5, but almost every other book besides FanDuel has 33.5. So the fact that they moved his points up and we're getting him at 32.5, I think there's a lot of value there.
I agree.
Yep. So, just a little recap.
We got a lot of leans, by the way, so stay tuned.
Yeah, just a little recap of the official picks. We have the Rays team total going under 4.5. We have the Marlins -1.5 on the Diamondbacks, and we have Alexander Shea Gilgeous going over 32.5 total points.
Yep. All right, so leans, I'll start it off and be ready for a video. There should be a video tonight, most likely, because the games probably come on early tomorrow. I haven't checked. Like and subscribe. But lean number 1, we're done with taking over-unders for a long time, so this is why it's a lean. But I like the Orioles game to Orioles and White Sox. I kind of lean with the Orioles in this game, but I feel like there's just too much money on them for my comfort. And I'll lean with the under in this game as well. It's supposed to be pretty bad weather.
Yeah. Also, the NBA is another set of the 5.5 to 5 point spreads for both of the playing games. I do like the Heat to cover. The Bulls came back from a 17-point deficit to cover against the Raptors.
Yeah.
I think the Heat will come out and close the door and get into the playoffs at least. Jimmy Butler is a game-time decision, but I think he is going to play. His points are up on all the books. Expect him to have a big game and the Heat to win.
Yeah, so I like Miami as well. I'm going to look more towards live betting them if I can get the price at like -130, on the money. Maybe they get down early in the first quarter. I'm going to look to live bet Miami because after they played so bad on their home floor last game against the Hawks, I think they come out with more energy. And they would not let the Bulls get back into this game. They'll have that in the back of their mind what the Raptors did, letting their foot off the gas. So I'm going to look to live bet Miami, maybe on the spread at -2.5 or something if I can get it. But I'm going to be patient with it and not force anything. So also, do you want to cover the lean we had in the Thunder game with that?
Yeah, I like the Thunder plus 5.5.
What about with Anthony Edwards? We were talking about that.
Yeah, so Anthony Edwards had 8 points his last game and played absolutely terrible. He's 3 of 17 from the field. Did not drive the ball enough. He kept shooting threes and just was having a really bad game. I think he's back at 26.5 is his point.
You can find 26.5 on one book, and everywhere else is 27.5. They hardly dropped his line at all because they were 27.5 last game. And after a terrible performance, they kept him the same. I feel like they're begging everybody to take his under.
Yeah, I would go over with that as well.
Yep. So still contemplating if I'm going to bet it. There are leans for the channel, not official picks. I do like the 3 we got better. So I think that's all I got today. I know there was
Friday,
a lot.
April 14th. Best bets. Bet responsibly. Always bet with the boys.
Yeah. See you guys.
See you guys later.